So I thought I'd do something a little bit fun today. We're going to have some fun with math. Math is great. So in order to do this, we're going to open up a few things. We want to do some really cool stuff. There's going to be some punditry today after Super Tuesday. Who's the real victor? Blah blah blah. You know what? We can count and figure it out. California is definitely California, as you can see, 72-21. We got Bernie winning Colorado, 66 delegates, 29. Bloomberg got 9. What the fuck, man? Who is voting for this billionaire that's worse than Trump 2.0? Seriously. But whatever. I think he's got like a total of 10 delegates or some shit like that. But that's not what we're going to do. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to assume there's the Bernie or bust, there's the Joe or bust, and then there's the Democrats that will say, oh, well, we'll vote for Biden because Bernie's a bit fucking crazy. Now, all of those people are eventually going to vote, or maybe not vote, for somebody else. Or they'll just sit out. But we're going to do a direct comparison anyways because I think it'd be fun. So, starting in Alabama, 52 delegates up for grabs, right? We got a split here. The biggest vote section is 2,866.63 for Mr. Joe. So let's add that over here into our Joe wins it at 286,630. My bad. Then we'll look over the Republican area in Alabama. Oh, look at that Donald Trump run. You got 52 delegates available in Democratic side, 50 delegates available for the Republican side. He won all 50. If we do a direct comparison, well, shit. The Don. You know, he's a crime boss or something. That sounds fun. 883. All right. So, what's our ratio difference there, buddies? If we're going to do, let's see, 708, 883. I think it's this way. I haven't done this shit in a while, so whatever. I'm not a mathematician. 2.4%. Or 2.5. So, Mr. Donald over there has 2.5 times more votes in the primary than Joe. That's going to be bad. Because if you look over here, the rest of them pretty much spread across the board. My favorite to win, at least I wish would have won, only got 1,000 votes. It's pretty fucked up, by the way, people. All these people are pending crazy fuckers. She's sane. And you voted for the crazy fuckers. The guy that tells weird stories and says your taxes are going to go up. Even if we added, and that's the next thing I wanted to do. We know that Trump got a shit ton of votes. So the next thing we'll do is burn, Bloom, war. Why not? Mr. Bloomberg, 75. 326. You guys needed record turnout, right? To win this shit? That's what they keep saying. 8 for 4. So my question is, if you combine all 4 of these buttholes, you know what? This probably be easier in Excel, to be honest. But, whatever. We can do it in real time. 286,630 plus 75,326. Oop, shoot. 6 plus 52844 plus 26125. Wow. 440,000 of you Democrats went out and voted for somebody in the primary to say we must stop and defeat Trump. The primary election is notoriously low for Republican voters. So, one of two things have happened. And this is Alabama alone. We're going to go down the rest of them. Rest assured. So one of two things have happened here. Either Republicans got off their ass, or some people have switched sides, or both. Either way, 440,000 votes minus the 708,883. There's the difference. 267,000 votes were needed to win Alabama. 52 delegates available. Looks like a majority of it's going to go for Trump. Good job. And you know what? I am going to bring up Excel because this is going to be easier. Just for fun. Because I can do Trump war. Probably should have done this earlier, huh? Joe Byrne War of Bloom. Those are your top 5, right? Alabama. And we know that Joe is 6630. Well, we should do this. All of these are numbers, and we want no decimals. There you go. 75326. Where's Warren? 26125. Bloomberg 52844. So, Mr. Trump 708,883. Yeah, he clearly fucked y'all over in Alabama, didn't he? But let's keep going, shall we? Because the math is amazing. Joe Biden won this shit, too. All right, Joe, good job. 92,000 people, 93,000 if you want to round up, voted for you. Bernie got second place. How many people think that the Bernie bros are going to go fucking ape shit and like beat the people in the streets for not voting for them in these states? What do you think? What do you think? The reason why you should vote in the primary, by the way, is because there's a lot more at stake than just this shit. There's a primary election for the people you want to run against each other in November election. There's also propositions usually on the ballot. And these propositions are the current thing that people want to pass or not pass in your state. They're propositions that may become law or bills. If you don't vote for them and demonstrate and tell those people that are in office what you want, they'll just do what they want. Every opportunity to vote is to tell a proposition you're for or against it. And they usually side with the people because they like their job. Just saying. We're going to do total Dem. And then Republican, we're not gonna decide. You'll see why. Do the difference. Equals sum of these 4. Bam. You guys getting a Excel tutorial all at the same time. Equals sum of this number minus that number. Bam. And good old Trump. What'd you get in Arkansas? Making sure that we're getting the right state here. Or Arkansas, as I like to call it. Arkansas. Sorry. There you go. Arkansas, 40 delegates. Holy shit, he landslided that place too. 237, 826. Well, all we have to do is this magic thing. Bam. Trump won in favor by 33,000 in that state. So meaning that all 4 people combined were less than Trump's total vote. That's what I wanted to show here. And we've only gone through 2 states. We're going to hit California and Texas, I think. Just kind of skip ahead because I don't want to do this for every state. But maybe I'll put in a comment or something when I complete it, and I'll do it for every state. But I wanted to demonstrate something here. Their record turnout wasn't in their favor. You'll hear a narrative on every freaking news media station saying that there was record turnout for this Super Tuesday and it was pretty important, and there was a lot of delegates up for grab, and so did well, and so did well, and California. That's what its name is now. I have no respect for California anymore. The place sucks. But anyways, you'll hear a lot of that come in this upcoming election, especially after Super Tuesday. So-and-so won, so-and-so didn't win, so-and-so should drop out, Bloomberg's staying in it because... Oh, I got those numbers backwards. Bernie won California, 72 delegates over 21. How is that possible? He got 32 to 24. So they... Whatever. Oh, I'm doing it again. 658, 045. 899, 799. I would imagine this one will probably be... Oops. This one will be kind of weird and lopsided too, I bet. Because... I'd imagine there's not a whole lot of people voting for good old Donald in California. But what does the numbers say? That's the more important thing, right? There's 172 delegates in California, and there's more for Democrats. But in the general, it won't be the same. It's all or nothing between the two. These are competing against each other. Keep that in mind. There's no cross competition. Jesus Christ. 1,394,941. Holy Jesus. Now this one should be... Yeah. This one should be backwards because it looks like California definitely is not voting Trump. So if we're going to have one blue state, it's probably going to be these guys. They really hate Trump over there. And I'd imagine there's ad after ad after ad in California about how evil Trump is and he's such the devil. Now think about it this way. There may be that some of these people in one of these 3 out of 4, Joe, Warren, or Bloomberg, might go for Bernie. Let's guess, right? Those rest of those votes will probably sit out. But will 900,000 people sit out? That's the question. So they had record... You'll hear about California a lot, I bet. From all these pundits, the rest of the freaking week, or until the next major general or major primary, you're going to hear about California over and over and over. It's going to be annoying. But let's continue, shall we? Orado. Let's do this. I want to skip ahead, and I want to get Texas, because that's the next big one. If you see here, 228. Commie had 419 or 415. But let me type out the next states real quick. Maine, Massachusetts, Minnesota. No, I'm gonna abbreviate. Sorry, Carolina. You don't get the full North. You disappoint me. Texas. Now, in previous primaries, I've seen it to where, or generals, why do I keep saying primary? Or in previous primaries, I've seen it to where this lopsidedness is not so lopsided because they don't have a firm Delegate. You heard Virginia a lot last night. Joe Biden wins. Yay. Bernie Sanders won, I think, the most, to be honest. Could do delegate count later and see who actually turned out. But since everybody's obsessed by the popular vote with this nonsense that want to do away with the Electoral College in particular, if Donald wins the popular vote, y'all can go fuck yourself too. I mean, seriously. That if that's your supreme argument that, oh my God, the popular vote's the right way to go because Electoral College is broken and it cheats, just because shit don't go your way, you entitled little bitches, then tough. I mean, seriously, that's what you get. So Joe Biden looks like it's split and split in Texas, but he got 6 more delegates. To which I say to Texans, are you fucking retarded? All those people at the southern border, our border right now, there's fleeing socialist countries, democratic socialists. I don't care how rose-painted you want to put socialism with democracy. You vote in your oppressor, and then they change the voting laws because why the fuck not? They can once they replace all their parliament and shit. So if you give them a supermajority of socialism, they just change the rules, whether you like it or not. Nobody will sue. It'll be over. A lot of people are saying, it's not as bad as all that. Our system will protect us. They override the system every time they get elected. They take it over and do whatever the fuck they want. Bloomberg actually won some shit there. Whatever. All right, anyways, back over the Republican side. I voted for Trump this time around because I am so sick of these fucking idiots. So I am in this 1 million count somewhere. 1,837,000. So, yeah. Oh, look at that. Positive number. Here's my point in doing this math. We do run a delegate system, right? I understand that. But the argument has always been from the Democratic side that we should go by popular vote instead because the Electoral College is unfair. It's outdated. I've seen a lot of other excuses around the world about how it cheats the system. It doesn't give a proper vote. It's not true democracy. You're right. We're a representative republic. We are not a democracy because democracies usually lead to tyranny of the majority. That was the theory and mind behind the representative republic, that we have delegates of the people voting for the people. They still have to abide by their districts. So if you're in a certain county and you vote a certain way, that delegate or delegates vote in favor of who you told them to. You have a representative that is in your community. It could be your neighbor for all you know, that will vote in your direction. Now, I want another question answered. The superdelegates. Only exist for the Democratic Party. Think about that. We have a delegate system, a representative republic. The Democrats, in as far as I can tell, I've never seen this for the Republicans, but the Democrats have a system where they can go and say, we don't like the way it worked out. We don't like the way things happened. And we don't like the end result of the system. We will vote in favor of the party. That is a commie thought. Superdelegates should be abolished. You follow the rules. You follow the way it works. Whatever mindset puts you in the way that the way it is retarded. That group should not exist.
But you're still not good enough.
So just to conclude, I'll put the numbers in below, I think. That way you guys can do your own, you can see your own, and then maybe I'll add the delegates later just for fun. And post it into video. Either way, here's my point. The delegates will be counted. It'll show, this is just a dry run, a test game, because it's only 1/3 of the country. They bitched last time about the popular vote not going. We need to go by popular vote. We can't go by delegates. The Electoral College cheated us, blah, blah, blah. If Trump wins both, you fuck yourselves, all right? This should be a definitive statement to y'all. I voted Trump this time around. I did not vote for him the first time around. I hated Hillary too. I still think Trump's a dumbass. I think he's a jerk. I think he's a punk. But my check got bigger. My taxes went down. My state taxes went down. Food and goods got less expensive. My life in the last 4 years has been less stressful than it has been under Obama. Constant wars finally ended. North Korea talking to South Korea. Who fucking does that? I mean, he was a dick in the way he did it too. I mean, he threatened North Korea with all-out war publicly on Twitter of all fucking things, in the most crass way possible. Somebody tell Kim Jong-un that I have a bigger red button and it works. That's what he said. I'm like, holy shit, are you trying to start a nuclear holocaust, you fucking idiot? Turns out the guy was bluffing, as North Korea does, called him on his bluff. Next thing you know, they're having negotiations and discussions. The first time ever. He kills some really bad people. Everybody flips their shit. Russia, false. And there's so much others. There's so much more. I'm so sick of this game. Y'all deserve him. I think he's a prick. You deserve a prick in office. That's where I stand at this point. The sarcasm, the crassness, you guys are all offended about everything. Well, I hope you're offended for the next 4 fucking years, because it looks like he'll win the popular vote too. I'll have the numbers in the description. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time.
Hey, what a show! You beat them!